Give me some peace of mind again. Cause I've been walking up and floating off the edge. It's starting, I think I need the rain, so I can feel something, I only feel the pain. So let me hold you till the end. Cause I've been holding on to all the words that you said. And if I fall down, I get up again. Cause I've been holding on to all the words that you said. All the words that you said.
It happened, boy. I'm kidding. I don't give a shit, dude. What's up, gentlemen, gang? Pouty face? I don't know. We'll get into it, dude. Walker Kessler's gone, I guess. Not even I guess he is, but like, whatever. We'll cover that pretty quickly here. We're gonna be really quick tonight, preferably. I work early and I need to shower and do laundry and do a ton of shit. So, but we're here. We're talking. Yeah, dude. Could not stream last night because fucking shout out Canva, dude. I use that to make my thumbnail, so I don't know if that should be like secretive. I don't fucking know. But they were having a glitch where I literally could not upload any image or do anything, so I didn't really want to just like have no thumbnail, so I just didn't go live. But also like not a ton of stuff like to talk about except for the Walker stuff, so I figured I could push it back. So here we are. We'll talk about that, and then we'll just do general like jazz videos that they put out the last day or so. Darren Peterson, Ace Bailey, you know, summer league stuff. So we'll do that, and then call it quits, dude. See how quickly you can go. See how quick. Of course, we'll start here, dude. He's gone, dude. Walker Kessler's gone, dude. Not really. I mean, he is, but like, who cares? The Los Angeles Lakers are acquiring Walker Kessler from the Utah Jazz for unprotected first-round picks in 2031, 2033, and first-round swaps in 28 and 30. And then Kessler signing a massive 4-year, 130 deal, which is what, 32.5, right? Yeah, 32.5. So, I mean, I had been saying it for days, for weeks, like, we would match it if it was under like 34, 35. And it was under that. But when you're offered 2 unprotected firsts from the Lakers in 31 and 33 in years where they're going to have no assets to trade and Luka's going to be on a super duper max, you take the deal. So the swaps are like, we can ignore the swaps. Like realistically, they're probably not going to convey. Spencer, what are you doing? It's 12:40 in the morning. Go to bed, dude. Jeez, bro. Don't you have like a family and kids or something? I don't know. But yeah, dude, it's ignore the swaps because realistically, like they're probably not going to convey. 28 one probably won't convey, and if it will, it'll be like us and Lakers will be close. It'll be like, you know, the 29th pick and the 26th pick, so we'll swap it, something like that. But the 2030 pick might be better. But it's still LA. You never know. Now that I've had time to sleep and think on the trade, I love it so much. Yes, Spencer, let me ramble, dude. It's remarkable. It's the greatest thing that's ever happened to us, arguably, other than Darren Peterson and Lottery Night and the 98-99 finals and the shot. Like, Walker Kessler for fucking 4 firsts or 2 firsts is like amazing. But yeah, so the swaps I would ignore. Like, best case scenario is like, somehow, some way, the Lakers, like, Luka tears both his Achilles and, like, falls off the train tracks in Slovenia while he's at home and, like, breaks both legs. Like, I don't know. Something crazy would have to happen to Luka. And the Lakers would have to fall down to the new lottery system, like, play in, outside the play in. And then we somehow get, like, the number 1 pick. I don't know if, in fact, I don't know if, like, top 5 situation is protected there, but that's, like, dream, but, like, it's not going to happen. So I would ignore the swaps. The swaps are not going to convey. And then, yeah, the 20, 31, and 33 unprotected, like, there's an argument, and I've again the last is what's been nice about not streaming the last 2 days, and I've been able to like listen to everybody's opinion and kind of like absorb shit before I just spew stuff to you and look really dumb in hindsight. In fact, what I'm gonna say here made me look dumb in hindsight. I don't know. There's an argument that probably not the 2031 pick, but the 2033 pick that's unprotected from the Lakers might be the most valuable asset in the league right now. I'm sure, like, never mind, like, an unprotected, like, New Orleans pick or Charlotte pick or something might be better. But, like, when it comes to, like, contractual situation and, like, future, like, if this was the Minnesota Timberwolves right now, oh my god, it'd be the greatest pick that God ever created. So, I think it's very valuable. At least one of those two picks will end up being really valuable. So, Spencer says, do you think we move those picks this offseason in yet another trade? I don't know if we do it this offseason, Spencer. That's my question. And we'll get into the Jackson Hayes of it all. With that happening, I don't think so. The only way I would have seen it happening is if, again, it was a quick turnaround for a center. Like, you know, if we could go get Miles Turner, if we could go get Yves Missy, something like that, then I think we would have probably done it by now. Not that we should have overpaid, but we could have. Jasmine have a lot of thoughts on Jackson Hayes, LMAO. Dude, we're 6.5 minutes in, dude. Once I hit the 10-minute mark, wait for my opinion on Jackson Hayes. Here we go. Also, I've only seen the headlines, dude. You know how I am sometimes. So, like, I'll give my opinion on the headlines, and then I'll do research before the start of the season on if I like the guy or not. I don't know. But yeah, those picks are super valuable, and yeah, dude, I just but yeah, I don't see us making another trade this offseason. Sorry, I forgot. I don't see us making another trade this offseason. Again, unless it was for a center. If Evan Mobley becomes available, or Jared Allen, if either of those two Cleveland boys become available at any moment, oh, we need to get on board. Oh my god, dude. I've never, like, don't get me wrong, dude. I love the Jaren trade. I wanted Jaren, but I didn't know he was even available. Like, so I didn't even dream about going after a guy like that. I didn't think we were in the mode to, like, go that quickly. But now that, like, I'm sitting here, oh my god, if we could get Jared Allen or Evan Mobley, either one of them, dude, whatever it would take. Actually, not whatever it would take. I'd give up a lot of picks and, like, salary caps. We'll get into that. We need to get some salaries on the books. You know what I mean? I would do it. I'd figure out a way to do it. Let's see. Yeah. See, I guess I'll get in the Jackson Hayes of it all, dude. We'll do it. But just in general, how I feel. In fact, I'll pull out my tweets. I should pull out my tweets and read them. I think it's, my general overall thoughts of it, I think it's an absolute overpay. Like, straight up, I would love to be like, because again, I've got friends. Parker, I was talking to earlier today on Instagram. I got friends that are Lakers fans and, like, stuff like that. I don't want to sit here and be like, fucking, what the fuck are the Lakers doing? Because, like, I see it a little bit. I see the vision. Like, he's the perfect player to pair with Luka. Or, like, might be the perfect player on the perfect timeline. Like, it makes a lot of sense. I don't understand if you're going to do this. Why would you pay Austin Reeves? You should have let him go. But whatever, because you're LA, you can find another second fiddle. So I get it for the fit wise, and the 4 years it's nice, and I think it's an opt-out year on the 4th year or something, so, or the team option, I don't remember what it is. So I get it as a fit. Like, on basketball scale, I get it a lot. But it's to the point, like, so this is the Lakers team basically till 2033-ish. Like, they have one swap that they can trade, and that's it. They have no other tradable firsts. Are they better than the Spurs or Oklahoma City over the next 7 years? Is this team better than that? Luka's fucking great. He's a top 5 player in the world when healthy. But is him, Kessler, and Reeves good enough to compete with OKC or San Antonio? I don't think so. So I think at best they're a 3rd seed, and anything can happen, dude. The Miami Heat is an 8 seed made to the finals. So, like, anything can happen. But I'm just saying, seeding-wise, I don't see them being regular season better than being a 3rd or 4th seed for the next 7 years. Unless something catastrophic happens to one of their teams. So I think it's interesting, the fact that, like, they gave up all this stuff. These unprotected first to us, which we are going to, again, I'll get into that. We're going to use that. Um, and, like, just to be a perennial third seed in LA and like the biggest market in basketball, just doesn't make sense. And like with the whole thing, I saw. Let me pull up my own Twitter here. So I reposted it, I think. It was a great tweet. Yeah, here we go. So before Kessler, the Jazz were a 5 to 8 seed, or 5 to 8 seed team with a championship hopes in 3 to 4 years. And after Kessler, we're now a 7 to 8 seed team with championship hopes in 3 to 4 years. So the championship hopes have not gone anywhere. Shout out Sleeper Jazz, dude. Good Twitter page. He has a personal Twitter. Follow each other. He's a cool dude. Yeah, dude. For us, like, it just. Oh no, were we gonna win a championship next year, guys? Were we? I don't think so. So let's see. Would be shocked if the Lakers get to the conference finals with this core. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, again, this team now, and I love Walker. I've been a Walker truther. I'll still be a Walker truther. I'll get in my full opinions on it in a second, but like, is this team better than the team he took to the finals with Dallas? Was it 2 years ago? The Daniel Gaffer, PJ Washington, like Derek Lively. Is this team better that they have? Now, I know it's fluid. It's the NBA. Maybe in 3 years they're going to have a God squad. I don't know. But like this core they have constructed, like between Reeves and Kessler alone, I think it's 45% of their cap over the next 4 years. So, and then Luka, I don't know when his contract goes up. Like, when is Luka contract up? Signed through 28, 29. Through 28, dude. So, like, he's going to be either A, on a super duper duper max, like, literally making $75 million a year, whatever the fuck the number will be, because I think the CBA is supposed to run out in 28, right? Something like that. So, I don't know, bro. He might be on a super duper duper max, and, or he's going to be like, I'm gone, peace out, I don't want to be here with this core that hasn't worked out for me. So, like, those picks that they have might be, like, that we got from them might be so valuable. But no, it's like, good luck with those three guys, I think. I don't think it's better than that Mavs team. I don't think anything like that. So, I think it could be. I think Walker Kessler, I think right now he's as good as Daniel Gafford was then. That's probably a fair statement. I don't think Austin Reeves is as good as Kyrie. I don't think whoever Mamu Kalishvili, I don't think he's PJ Washington. It's like, unless they start getting some solid pieces around him and stuff, I don't see the core. Spencer, you would agree. I could see conference finals, but I can't see them making the finals and winning the finals. Like, I don't know, but I'm dumb. It's the Lakers, dude. Fucking anything can happen, man. Anything can happen with LA. The LA tax, dude. But isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy, boys, that we got more for Walker Kessler than Dallas got for Luka out of the Lakers? Realistically. Like, I think if you put everything together, like what they got for AD, was like nuts. Let's think about, and then we could discuss here quickly, but I'm not going to, the Jaylen Brown contract situation that was traded. Jaylen Brown's a stud. Don't get me wrong. I love Jaylen Brown. But, like, you're going to trade him for as much as Walker Kessler? I don't care how much you hate Jaylen Brown. He's way more valuable than that, dog. Let's see. It's close, but when the Mavs made that finals, the Thunder and Spurs hadn't arrived yet, and most importantly, the Jazz hadn't arrived. Yes. We got more than the Celts got for JB and said, yes. Okay, I didn't read your text. I don't know if you had said that after I said that, but same wavelength, dude. Yeah, that is true. Thunder and Spurs weren't there yet. Spurs were close, or Thunder were close, but I don't. You're right. You're not wrong. I don't want to disagree. But I think that Mavs team would have competed with the modern Spurs and Thunder of last year. I don't think they would have beat them, but the same way like we were hopeful with Kessler to be competitive with those teams, I think that Mavs team would have been that level of competitive. But I think you're right. So good luck, Lakers. I don't know, dude. I would much rather have what the Jazz have going forward, and we'll talk about that once we get to the Darren Peterson of it all. Yeah, we got more than Celtics to JB. Yeah, dude. So why would you trade the Finals MVP from, what was it, 2 years ago? right? 24 championship 2 years ago. Now I know there's arguments like Jason Tatum should have won it. I know like out of the 10 voters, like 6 of them were for Jalen and 4 of them were for Tatum. So like it was a close Finals MVP argument, but doesn't matter. He fucking won it. So you're gonna take the Finals MVP from 2 years ago and was an MVP candidate last year, and you're gonna trade him for the same amount as Walker Kessler, arguably worse. I think it's worse. Like, let me like re-pull it up, dude. Let's go to Shams. Let's get the exact specifics here. Fucking brutal. Fucking all that shit. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. What's the exact specifics here? Okay. 28 first round pick that can convert to a first, from a first to a swap that is most favorable to Boston. So it's basically a swap, but it's like, it's okay. Unprotected in 31 Philly. Yeah, what the fuck are we doing, bro? What are we doing? This is the worst, like, this might be the worst trade next to the Luka Doncic trade of all time. Like, I'd have to go back from, like, 2000 to, like, 1950 and see what trades were existing around then. But in my lifetime, I think the 2 worst trades happened within a year of each other, whether it was Luka and fucking JB. This is horrific. Horrific. You Decide Media, what's up, dude? How are you? 2 unprotected first-round picks, 2 swaps, and avoiding paying around $130 million to a center with no All-Star appearances. Go Jazz, grade A. Fucking perfect, dude. Absolutely perfect. I forgot to mention that part. We have $32.5 million off the books, guys. So, also, let me finish this off real quick. The fuck is Boston doing? Like, I would much rather have the Lakers picks that we got and the swaps over what they got and even another first. So, and you got Paul George's salary. Like, fuck off, dude. That's such a bad trade. Whatever. But yeah, dude. Grade A. I think it's an A+ for the Jazz. Unbelievable. It's funny, though. We'll have to get to it here. In fact, let me look this up so I don't look really dumb. How much does... I don't want to look dumb. Sorry, guys. I don't want to look dumb before I just spew shit. Doesn't say. Okay. Let's see. Okay. That fucking okay. I'm looking up how much you can trade, how much of the cap you can trade, or how much of the salary has to be matched when you make a trade. Basically, I thought it was like 80 to 90% has to be matched, but it's fucking way more complicated than that. It's like if $7.5 million to $20 million goes out, then this is how much. Like fucking I don't know. But I know you have to basically match salaries, give or take. So, if we're gonna trade for anybody, we need to, have salary contracts to trade out. So, like that's like you'll hear salary dump. You'll hear that a lot. So, like Paul George, for example, you could have traded him to like some other team. Like we did it with Favors, for example. You could trade Paul George's shitty ass salary to like the fucking Grizzlies because the Grizzlies are tanking and they're like, I will take on all the assets we can get, and like if we're not gonna win, so they take on Paul George's assets or his contract and give them like a ton of like shitty players where their contracts add up. So like, say Paul George makes 50. I know it's more than that. But say he makes 50. They can send a guy that's like 25 million, and then a 10 million guy, and then a 5 million guy, and then fucking quick math at that point. Then they have 10 million, whatever. So you know what I mean? They can make the money work by 3 or 4 players. It's just salary has to match. So like in that situation, you can like salary dump a guy, like match the salaries equal. But what the other team is getting in return is like first round picks or second round picks. So you can salary dump, get rid of this guy's shitty salary. The guys that you took on, their contract ends at the end of the year, so you don't have to worry about that salary. But you receive first or second round picks, and then multiple of them, whatever, depending on the player, depending on the contract. So like, I don't know really what I was getting at after that ramble, but like fucking, oh yeah. So you have to have these fucking contracts to spend, right? To trade. As of right now, by not signing that contract with Kessler, which is kind of the only negative here, we got those picks. We have all these assets that we can like fucking trade for, right? We didn't have any salary matched here. It's not on the books, so we have open cap space, which we can get into here. But if we're making any trades with any team, we have to match salary, right? Pretty close, whatever it is, 80%, 100%, 200%. Fucking, I don't know the number. I'm just a ginger in his basement, right? You take Jaren and Lowry, they're both making whatever it is, roughly 50. Like, Jaren's at 50-something, and Lowry's at 50. What? Our next highest paid player is Darren at, like, 13 million. So, like, if we want to trade for a guy that's 20 to 40 million, who are we going to give up? You know what I mean? As of right now. So, but obviously we have cap space with the Walker Kessler not signing all that. So we're going to be able to get signed to, you know, 2 guys that are making 15 or 18 million each, something like that, in the range. I'd have to look at our exact salary cap space that we have. So we're obviously going to be able to go and sign guys now with that money. And I would recommend doing that instead of signing one guy for 30 or one guy for 28. Sign like 2 or 3 guys that we can like move around and trade. A Kyle Anderson, kind of like, not him, obviously he signed with the Raptors today, but that kind of a player. You know what I mean? How we, in the Jaren trade, were able to be like, fucking, bye Kyle, bye George Niang, bye, like that kind of shit. We have to have players to be like, I do not care about you, goodbye. And as of right now, it's guys like Bryce Sensabaugh, Filipowski, and Collier, and even their contracts are not even big enough, like, you know, so we need to sign some guys, is what I'm getting at. Also, you guys have been typing in the chat, I see, so I apologize for not reading them. I will get back to it right now. My bad. Kessler is great, defensive center, and an excellent role player, but his offensive game is limited. He doesn't stretch the floor, create his own shot, or consistently generate offense for others. Facts, dude. Like, that's it. Offensively, he is a huge liability, except for offensive rebounds. He's an absolute plus offensive rebound wise. I don't know the exact metric, like really good offensively. So on that, but like lob threat, we'll get to the Jackson Hayes of it all. Like, we can replace most of his offensive skills. So when it comes to defense, that's only the real miss here. But Jaren supplies that, and so does, like, you know, so whatever. We'll get to it. We are better off having Nurk starting at center or having Ace start at small forward and slotting Lowry and JJ down. I am in the camp. And I think this is the minority right now, which is insane, but I'm thinking about it from a basketball perspective, okay? I think starting lineup will be Keontae, Darren, Lowry, Jaren, Nurk. That's how I have it. I think they finish the game the other way around. I think the death lineup finishes where it's Keontae, Darren, Ace. Or Keontae, Darren, flip the 2 guards. Doesn't matter who plays what position. And then it'd be Ace, Lowry, Jaren at the finishing final 4 to 5 minutes of the game. But starting, I do believe in Nurk. Just because Jaren, I don't think Jaren can roll out playing all fucking whatever it be, 40 minutes, whatever he would play. I don't think you could be rolling him out for 38 to 42 minutes at starting center. His rebounding numbers do not reflect anything good like that. Yeah, I mean, the rim protection's sweet, but he's a much better roamer, I believe, and I don't think having him at the 5 to roam would be beneficial in this league. Unless, again, there's certain matchups that we can play certain teams where it's like, fucking, yeah, but like with Jokic, you can have a Jaren at the 5. That can work. His length, his wingspan, his movability, his athleticism, you can do that. But like, I'm trying to think like some dynamic, like he'd struggle with a Jalen Duren kind of guy, a big brawler that can really is agile, get around you, like a Bam Adebayo, like fucking no. If Bam's playing the 5, like if we played Miami, we cannot have Jaren at the 5. Cannot do it. Cannot do it, dude. If we do it, it is solely to have like Lowry fucking running around shooting shit. Like, we cannot have that shit. I don't think. You guys can let me know if you disagree, but I think in that matchup, fucking Jaren would get eaten alive. Can't do it. Holy shit, a lot of people commenting. I apologize, guys. Fucking, it's also 1 a.m., so why are there 12 people watching me? I'm sorry, boys. Let's see. I'd start Nurkic as center, then let's Ace play his natural wing position, keeps Lowry at power forward, and avoids JJ to bang with centers full time. Bigger lineup, better rebounding Jazz man. Yeah, see that, I agree 100% with you. That's how I would operate around it. I just think Nurk's rebounding is too valuable to not have on the floor with Jaren. And I know Nurk is not like the world's greatest rebounder, but he's a plus rebounder. I don't know what his offensive rebounding numbers are. Fucking, but who cares? We just need him to get the ball on the defensive end and let us switch possessions. That's all that fucking matters to me. And he provides that, frankly. Like, so I think him next to Jaren is too valuable, and that for the same reasons that like you needed Walker. You know, And I think after the Jaren trade, and especially after the Nurkic signing, and I had, again, a day or two to think about this, Walker's role was the most redundant. Him or Bryce's, they were the most redundant. When it came to rebounding, that was the whole worry. It's like, how are we going to put rebounding around Jaren? Nurk supplies that. Not as good as Walker, but he's also $20 million cheaper. So, you know what I mean? It's the question of, like, can you get 80% of Walker Kessler for way cheaper? Pretty much. And then it's like, well, we lose some shot blocking. Well, Jaren Jackson Jr. averaged 3 blocks a game during his Defensive Player of the Year run. So, we're going to be fine. Are we going to be a top 3 shot blocking team in the league? Probably not. But, like, are we going to be 11th now? Sure. But, like, it's competent. I'm fine with that. Oh, also, again, we're not going to win next year. So, I don't, whatever. So, all around, his thing is redundant. And then, if you want to be, like, shot blocking, like, athletic kind of center, the Jackson Hayes of it all solves that. If you need him to swap in on a certain matchup. So, basically, we went from spending, and we'll get to the Jackson Hayes thing here. We went from spending a potential 50 million, or what would it have been, 40, 43.5, whatever, 43.5 on our 2 centers, to now spending 17.5 or 17. So big difference, and I don't think our center play went from being, say it was 100% going down to like 20%. I think it went from 100 to like 75, 70%. So now we can pay Keontae, boys. So fucking, I don't complain how you want. Let me get to this chat. Y'all are going crazy. I apologize. But yeah, I do agree with you. You decide Ace in his natural position in the second unit is going to be phenomenal. I think at least for the first half of the year, if we want to supplement him into the starting lineup somehow, some way, we can do that. But I think him for a second year run, which second year slumps are a real thing. Him having the second year run with that second unit could be awesome. So I like it a lot. Let's see. I have to scroll up for the first time ever in my chat. I appreciate you guys. This is fun. We love the deal, A+. Yes, we do, Jasmine. Here we go. It's Justicon. Welcome to the chat, dude. Never seen you. Welcome, man. Do Jazz fans like the deal for the Lakers? Do Jazz fans like the deal for the Lakers? Genuine question, like no bias. I said it as much as I can, like, as much as I can, because again, I fucking hate the Lakers, which sucks. I know people that are Lakers fans. Like, I don't want to hate on things people love. Like, somebody came out to me like, I fucking hate the Jazz. I'd be like, no, what? So, like, I don't want to say that, but I think when it comes to an NBA perspective, the team that I have disliked the most in my life is probably the Lakers. I would think. Just because as a Jazz fan, you guys can probably relate going to the Delta Center. Like, anytime we play the Lakers, if you've ever known a Lakers-Jazz matchup at the Delta Center, it's like half the arena's Lakers people. You're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, that's why I'm afraid, like, when the Vegas gets a team, oh god, what if, like, we're bigger than Vegas, we're a better fan base. So I can't imagine they push us over like the Lakers would, but so I don't want to, like, sit here and be like, I think the Lakers won. Like, the Lakers, I have an absolute bias here, but he's a perfect fit. He's a perfect fit for Luka. But absolute overpay, Justin Khan. Absolute overpay. You can go back in the stream. Absolute overpay. Greatest day. One of the greatest days of the Jazz forever. I'll keep rambling here because there's a lot of people here. But yeah, Jazz moving forward are set. And I will talk more about the trade. I remember you brought it up, Spencer. I kind of skipped over it a little bit. I do think we will be trading for a piece. Not this summer, but eventually. And I'll get into that. Let's see. You decide this is grade A-, dude. Harsh, brother. Jazz A, Lakers B. They really needed that inside presence. Yeah, I think that's a fair judgment. I think I'd be a little more specific. I think I'd go Jazz A+, Lakers C+, is probably how I would put my range. But anything in between that, I obviously would understand, and anything barely outside that, I'd understand it too. But I just think if they had not given up that much, if it was just the salary they were taking on, and say it was like 1 first and 1 swap, something like that, I'd give the Lakers an A and the Jazz an A. Like, doesn't matter. I think it'd be pretty even. But two unprotected firsts from the Lakers in the 2030s, like, that's pretty damn good. So I think it's Jazz A+, Lakers in the C's. But again, perfect fit. If it all works out, if Walker turns into Pau Gasol, then absolute A+ for the Lakers. They can attract whoever they want. So, who is the center y'all see as your, like, permanent or future guy apart of team for a bit. In fact, we'll just jump to it here. I'll go scroll back down. I promise I'll get to all these comments, guys. Get to it here. Where is it, dude? He's not the long-term fit, okay? Jackson Hayes is not. I will be very specific here, guys. As we've got 15 people in the chat, this is a good audience to talk to about this. I have not looked into the situation. I remember seeing the headlines like a year or 2, 3 years ago when it happened. I haven't looked into it. But I do have a track record, and I will stick to it, of condemning people like this and not liking people like this. So just because he's on my team now does not mean that I'm going to be all supportive. So, Jackson Hayes, my opinion can change. It's fluid. But as of right now, I'm not a fan of the whole fucking situation. It doesn't matter to me what the price is. Okay? Any person, and this is the headline. Okay? I'm only read the headlines. I've not looked into it. Any person that domestic violence, anything with any woman, partner, does not matter, child, any form of domestic violence, I do not fucking support. So, and I saw specifically, he also like pushed the cop trying to resist him and shit. It's like, until I look into it, and I'm sure maybe he's like, I give everybody a second chance for everything pretty much, obviously, unless you kill somebody or like rape somebody. Like there's certain things where I'm like, I don't think you can, but I don't know. I'm not going to completely, but maybe I'll read into it. If Carter Hart was the goaltender of the Mammoth, I would fucking not support that even a little bit, and I would hate him, and I would tweet every night that we played about him. So I'll have to look into it. Who knows? I imagine if that's the case, I'll probably just ignore talking about him as much as I could throughout the season. Because I'm not going to change my opinion again just because he's on my team. If we traded for Miles Bridges, I would be fucking hating him. Does not matter. So that's my opinion on it. I'm going to give you that spiel there. But yeah, 2-year, $12 million. And I believe it's a team option on the second year. So like, if we don't fucking want him, we can get rid of him. So there's that option. We only have him for a year at $6 million, which he's fun to watch, if anything. And again, and I'll look into it. I'm sure maybe he's a great guy in other aspects, but we supported Karl Malone for how long, guys? So like, we can do it for a year, I think. I don't know. So yeah. And sorry, Jackson Hayes, if you're watching this and you're actually a great guy. I've just read headlines. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I don't condemn that. I don't support it. But he is not the long-term option, if that's the... Oh. Frozen? We got a crash, boys. I think we got another crash. We got another crash. Are we back? We're back. We did another crash. Sorry, my computer does this every once in a while. I think it's just because I have one of my monitors using an HDMI port, which is not what you want to use. So, I'll get that figured out one of these days. I do apologize for that fun little crash there. But yeah, he's not the fucking long-term option, so we don't have to worry about it. I don't know who it is. Again, trading for Mobley or Jared Allen, something like that would be really fun. Holy shit, I gotta read a lot of stuff here, boys. This is great. Where were we? Holy fuckity fuck. Let's see. Holy shit, dude. Where the fuck? Okay. So yeah, I don't know who the future is. I would say one of the Cleveland guys, if we can get them in a trade somehow. But again, we need the contracts on board to move them. So, what's fun about this, and I think it was Ben Anderson that brought it up, so I don't want to take any credit here. But I believe it was Ben Anderson on either the Jazz Notes or just General KSL Sports Radio today. Having 2 unprotected Lakers 2030s picks, so aka not your own picks, some other team's picks, and Lauri Markkanen, and again, it's my favorite player of all time. Arizona, I've been loving Markkanen since he was like 16 years old, and I was like fucking 14, like, or 13. What the fuck? He's my GOAT. Lauri's my guy. We could package Markkanen and those 2 picks for fucking pretty much anybody. Anybody we want. Like, name it. I think we could do it. Oh, no. You can't get Jokic? Okay, throw in, like, another first and Sensabaugh. Like, at what point will they say no? You know what I mean? So, I'm not saying we can get anybody. I'm kind of being sarcastic. Like, Wemby's not available, obviously. Jokic isn't available. I'm kidding there. Like, in a year or two, if Anthony Edwards is like, I fucking hate it in Minnesota, we can do it. if Luka for some reason is like, what are we doing after like 1 year and Walker plays 10 games? Like, what are we doing here? We can get him. So the Giannis deal, like right now, like if you were Milwaukee, would you rather get what they got or those two first? Fucking Markkanen and Sensabaugh and Filipowski, like whatever we have to make for salaries. Like, so I'm not saying we can 100% get every deal done, but we can be competitive for most things. And I think with our front office, with our owner, with the whole practice facility we're building, everything we have going, the draft picks, the fucking Darren Peterson of it all, I'd be very intrigued if I was like a free agent. Like, we're not the Utah of old, so I don't know. That's how I view it. Can the Lakers get to the finals with Kessler? We talked about it. As currently constructed, no. That's my opinion. But I also, if you would have asked me last year if the fucking Knicks could even make it to the finals, I would have said no, let alone win it. So, it's fluid. It's basketball. But, nah, I don't see it. But in like 3 years, if they can properly build... Again, it's really tough, dude. 45% of your cap to 2 white boys? Like, I don't know, brother. I don't know. Like, it's just... Again, it's 3 white boys, but like the 45%, like... I don't want to get like... I don't want to sound like Stephen A. Smith here. I don't agree with what he said yesterday, but... It is kind of true if you look at the numbers of it all. Like, Luke is amazing, but... At what point is Reeves going to continue being this fucking super duper star? Which he's not even a super duper star. He's a superstar. If he wasn't in LA, what would he be considered? That's my question. Like, people hype him up like Donovan Mitchell. Is he Donovan Mitchell or is he just playing for the LA Lakers? That's my point. That's my question. Whatever. Lakers still have no chance against top teams in the West. Yeah, I don't... Like, Spurs got Tobias Harris. I don't love Tobias Harris, but Tobias Harris plays the same consistent role on every fucking team he's ever on. Period. He's not... Is he your best player? No. They've tried to do it in, like, LA. Like, the attempts have been made, but realistically, he's a amazing... Maybe not at this point in his career amazing, but historically a really good number 4. He's a really good number 4 option, so... Fucking Victor, Harper, Vassell... Castle, like, is Tobias Harris coming off the bench for them? So Spurs got better, I think. And then they hired Billy Donovan as their lead assistant today. Fucking big news that got swept under the rug. Hello? He's one of the greatest basketball minds alive right now. Billy Donovan's a stud. Now, I know his team's never won anything in the NBA, but he's a back-to-back national champion in college. Like, he knows his shit. Whatever people are like, Danny Hurley at UConn, like whatever you're talking about Danny Hurley, dude, Billy Donovan's that fucking dude. So, and he's now the lead assistant on the Spurs staff, so he'll figure it out. If he can make Al Horford and Joakim Noah beasts, what's he gonna do with Victor? So, that's a fun little thing that was swept under the rug today. Enjoy that, guys. Enjoy that horrific news. Lakers finals, respectfully. Fuck it, nah, not happening, dude. I'm glad we chose Key. Hell yeah, Knife Dog. Welcome back, Knife Dog. Appreciate you. Yeah, dude. We can now pay Keontae. I don't know how much we can pay him. I think the team and the front office specifically have learned over the last year that, like, let's not let these dudes hit restricted free agency. I know it can work out for us, but let's just ensure, like, is the hassle and the disgruntledness, like, even if we had signed Kessler, did this whole year of, like, him getting pissed off and everything, would that have made him ask out in 2 or 3 years? Or, like, you know, would he get pissed off and leave? So, is the extra potential $2 to $6 million per year AAV on contract for Keontae, for example, here, is it worth it? Especially looking at all the stuff that he's done with the organization, being at practice. Like, we'll pull it up here in a second. He was at the Summer League practice, like, basically being a coach today. He's as involved with the organization as any player has ever been. He's more involved with the organization now than Donovan ever was, or Rudy ever was. So... is it worth pissing him off? Just be like, hey, Donovan, we have the money now, especially because Walker's gone and all this, but, like, we want to see if we can get you for, like, I don't know, $2 million a year cheaper next year. And also, go prove it, fuckface. Like, I don't know if that's what we want to do in Salt Lake City, Utah. You know what I mean? So, I think the front office might have learned from this experience. And again, it worked out really well for us. Fucking, in hindsight, we got more out of this than we could have at the trade deadline, than we could have probably a year ago for him, so... Thank God, like, it really worked out. The same basketball god that blessed us with the number 2 pick was also like, here you go, dude. Like, enjoy these picks. Like, we're never gonna get them ever. So we need to be grateful for all that, but like, that wouldn't happen, I don't think, with Keontae going forward. I don't think we're gonna get that lucky, because the Lakers were the most desperate team in the NBA, and what were they most desperate for? A center. And what kind of center were they most desperate for? A lob threat, shot block, and rebounder. So it was like every star aligned for us. It worked out well. It wouldn't happen with Key. It wouldn't happen with anything like that. So I think we've probably learned. I would hope. Danny, Austin, Ryan, anybody. Hopefully we've learned. Sign Key, dude. Honestly, I fucking love the guy. I don't give a shit. Jersey's behind me. He brought us the number 2 pick. Like, I don't care. Pay him. Overpay him. Fucking, I don't care. We'll figure it out down the road. I do not care. Make him on the team forever. Lakers had Zubac and traded him for a scrub. Look how much we paid for Kessler when we had Zubac as a second-round pick. Let's see, what? Lakers had Zubac and traded him for a scrub. Look how much we paid for Kessler when we had Zubac as a second-round pick. I'm confused. You're going to have to retype that, Ryan. I'm really confused. Sorry. Because we didn't... Are you a Lakers fan? I'm trying to think. We didn't have Zubac as a second-round pick, did we? I don't know. Justin Khan, yeah, I get it. I hate the Celtics, but game is game. They had a good franchise apart from PG-13 thing. LOL. Yeah, Celtics are a good franchise. I think all the hate that Utah gets, Celtics should get, frankly, from all the stories I've heard, like the racism stuff from the fans yelling. It's like Boston, Massachusetts, like is like the same, if not worse, you know. So I just think it's funny. Like Utah just gets all the hate for that kind of stuff. But yeah, franchise-wise, Celtics are, I think, the best friend. If I was an NBA player and I was not a fan of any team, no bias, I think I'd want to play for the Celtics. Would be the franchise I'd pick. Historical, facilities, like ownership's always been good, even though they changed ownership like every 5 to 10 years, it feels like. It's always solid over there. Front office is always solid. So I think that would be the organization I would want to play for. So yeah, I do get it. Lakers getting back to dominating paint is clutch. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm a Walker Kessler truther, but I don't know if dominating the paint is exactly what I would describe 2026 Walker Kessler. You know what I mean? Not yet. A couple years maybe. But like when I think of dominating the paint, I'm like Giannis, Shaq, fucking Jokic dominates like in his own kind of like finesse way, not like in the physical manner in a sense. Like I don't think of like dominating the paint. Like he gets good rebounds, if that's what you mean. He does dominate the boards, for sure, but I don't think he dominates the paint. Maybe on the defensive end. Offensively, does not. He's not much of a presence offensively, unless you want to consider him a lob threat or a freaking road running, galloping gazelle. Like I don't. But I'm a truther. I don't want to sit here and hate on Kessler. But he also didn't really want to be here. I know more stuff has come out today that like maybe he did, but whatever. My expectations for Jazz next season: make playoffs. What is yours? Yeah, make playoffs. I don't know if I would say this is hard. It's tough because I really do think Walker made us just from that extra rim protection. Like again, as I said, we would have been a top 5 rim protecting team, probably higher than that. Now we're like top 10 to 15 just with Jaren. So it might even be worse, honestly. So I think certain aspects would have made us, as I've been saying before the streams, before we even drafted Darren Peterson, I was like, bro, we got the number 2 pick. We're going to be the 3rd seed, 4th seed in the West. Don't think that now. So hopefully you guys don't go back to that and fucking clip it and make me look like a moron. But no, like, I think we will be playoff at the end of the day, but like literally 6th seed. Fucking barely, bro. Like by 1 game, by the skin of our teeth, we're the 6th seed. And the gap between us and the 5 seed is like fucking 6 games or something. Like that's what I think. I think it's gonna be a pretty big difference. But we could miss the playoffs completely, play in completely. Injuries are a factor. But maybe Jackson Hayes becomes the greatest center God ever created. Fucking I don't know, dude. It's basketball. I don't know, but I love the speculation. I love giving guesses like this. But yeah, I think we're barely a playoff team. If anything, we're a play-in team. That's just next year, though. Also, it's currently 1:21 a.m. on Friday, July 3rd. So, that's my opinion as we speak currently. Anything change? We can trade for Evan Mobley tomorrow, and I might think we're the greatest team in the league. So, I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Knife dog. Centers are running backs. If they're not top 5, whatever, we move on. That's such a good analogy, dude. I've never heard that. Centers are like running backs. It's 100% what they are. Now, being an Eagles fan, I'm a little biased because I got Saquon on my squad. But I 100% agree with you. If you're not top 3, top 5 running back, why the fuck am I paying you? Fucking goodbye. I can go bring in James Connors for how much? Najee Harris? Come on over, brother. Like, I don't... So, yeah, that's a great example. Like, you can get a backup center. I know Nurkic is starting center, but, like, you can get a backup center like Cato or whatever for, like, $2 million, $3 million. And they're solid, dude. That's a solid backup center for $3 million, $5 million. So the fact that we got Jackson Hayes for 6 does make me feel like it's a bit of an overpay, but he's athletic and he's... How old is he? I don't... That'll scare me, dude. Jackson Hayes age. Not agent, fucking age, bro. His agent's probably a scumbag. He's my age. Okay, he's 26. You're younger. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I would like to have him cheaper, but for 1 year, again, it's not guaranteed. Second year, whatever. But yeah, we can get a backup center for like cheap. So I'm not worried about paying Kessler 32 to whatever. Like, fuck that, bro. Fuck off. But also, I still think I would have matched it at the price. It's just the picks were... I would have matched it, and I probably would have looked to trade him within the next 3 to 4 years and built around the key of... Or the key three of Keontae, Darren, and Ace. Which I think is the plan moving forward. But, let's see... I gotta scroll up again. Holy shit, dude. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get all these boys. I apologize. I apologize. Okay. I can't... Let's see. Spencer's still here. I appreciate you, Spencer, how you're still awake. I kind of like the player fit, like a long athletic center that can catch crazy lobs, but I hate that he comes off with court baggage. Yeah, dude. Like, on the fit, and we'll probably go over Jackson Hayes highlight tapes, like, tomorrow or the next day, just because, like, we'll do it. On the court fit, especially in the second unit with Ace and the boys, I love it. I really do like it a lot. Fucking run and gun. I don't know if he can shoot threes at a high clip. I have no fucking idea. But, like, he's better with that unit than I think Nurk would be. You know, because, like, Ace can get rebounds. Ace is fine. Flip can get rebounds at the 4. So I think it's fine. I think it's a good little 5 unit to run out there next year. If Ace isn't starting or anything. You know, if we don't run that death lineup at the end. Whatever. What I hate about Plinka is all he does is play musical chairs with free agents. He can't draft, develop, and build a roster. No, he fucking can't, dude. And that's true with most agents turned GMs. No offense, Justin Zanuck. I love you, Justin Zanuck. You're a great dude. In fact, I'm sure most of these contracts and everything that we signed have not, whatever. Also, we're at 25 viewers. This is the most we've ever had, so I appreciate you guys. It's also 1:30 in the morning, so whatever. But yeah, Plinka just can't figure shit out. He's good at signing dudes. I'll give him that. Really good at signing dudes. But also, if I was the general manager or president of Basketball Ops or whatever, probably not now, but like give me another 10, 15 years of experience like that fuckhead has, and make me the general manager of the purple and gold, like, I don't know what I could do. And then also hand me Luka Doncic for a fucking butt plug and an elbow, like, you know what I mean? I'm not that impressed at all. Oh no, you got JJ Redick to come be your head coach? How hard is that? It's the purple and gold. Like, it's just... I don't know, dude. Yeah, I'm not impressed with Rob Pelinka. Like, remember, dude, he was not willing to trade Talen Horton-Tucker. So, whatever, bro. Whatever. With our new office, it will be different. Who's front office? Lakers front office, I'm guessing, is my assumption. I don't know, bro. I do not know. Better research, Malone. Marketing isn't close. What? Are you comparing Larry Marketing to Karl Malone? Brother, I don't think you've done any research on either of these human beings, bro. What? What? No, Karl Malone is the scum of the earth that should not have ever been in the NBA. Marketing is a wholesome family man. What do you mean? Lakers are not making any noise in the West, respectfully. Yeah. Is Mitchell Robinson better than Kessler? No, Knife Dog, he's not. But at the price, probably. What did they get him? Like, it was 16 or something? At the price, yes, but play-wise, no. Mitchell Robinson's probably like the 20th best center in the league, maybe worse than that. Kessler's like the 8th to 12th, so no. I don't expect us to have much more of an offseason than last year in the middle of a huge transition phase, but I do believe we are on the right path. 2 to 3 years chip is coming. Yep. WCA Shine, or WC... I'm going to call you Shine. But you were right, Shine. That is correct. 2 to 3 years is the main thing, I would imagine. Whether that's us or the Lakers, I don't know if you're us or a Lakers fan, but like, I think that's a pretty true statement for both teams. 2 to 3 years would be what they'd be aiming for, both teams. So, Kessler at 7'2", strong and mobile, height, weight, strength transcends race. Well, Brian, I don't disagree with you there. But I've also watched Kessler play on a bad team for the last 4 years. In fact, if we're putting all the games together, I've watched him play on a bad team for 2 of the last 4 years. I'm not like... I think this is a Lakers fan kind of bias thing where Lakers fans are like, we just got the greatest player ever, like they do with everything. Like, this isn't Lake Show Yo on Twitter, dude. I hate to break it to you. We live in reality. I'm going to be a little biased Jazz-wise, but like, I don't think I need to be biased here when every fucking person in sports media is like, what the fuck are the Lakers thinking, dude? Like, call me crazy, dude. I don't think I'm in the minority at all just because I'm a Jazz fan, dude. But yeah, 7'2", height, weight, strength of Kessler, yes, but I don't know if strong... I mean, compared to me or you, fucking yeah, he's way strong. He's 7'2". But compared to who in the NBA would you say he's strong? Again, I hate to use the same comparisons, but like Giannis is strong, Bam is strong. Joel, when he's healthy, can be strong. I don't think Kessler is like that. I always compare him to like a gazelle, dude. Like, he's a gazelle. You know what I mean? Like, he's a sick player. He runs down the floor. He's gonna hustle back, but he's not. You guys were making this out like you just got fucking Shaq. He's closer to Pau Gasol than he is to Shaq, but like, even then, it's like, we're not. You basically just got Brook Lopez in his prime at best. That's what I would say you just got. So, Brook Lopez is a phenomenal, great player, but I don't know if he's what you guys are hoping to get with having no assets over the next 7 years. Like, whatever. You do you, man. You do you. Kessler's age, availability, and upside give him the edge over Robinson. Yeah, for sure. That's exactly how I'd put it. Kessler's just so young, and his upside is still unbelievable. Again, I'm a truther. I think he's going to be really good at some point. I don't know if he'll ever be an all-star. With the Lakers, he's a better chance to be an all-star with the Lakers and Luka than he did with us. So if that was his MO, I get it. But, like, still don't think so. As a Lakers fan, I would say Utah has more talented roster than Lakers, except for Luka. Yep, Vronsky, I agree. Way to be civil, dude. I appreciate you. Yeah, I think that's 100% how I'd view it. Other than Luka, like, our team is, like, I would take our roster over their roster, contracts and everything. But Luka Doncic is unfucking believable, man. Yes, he's in the Lakers purple and gold. It sucks, but like, he's unbelievable. If you don't think when healthy he's not a top 5, top 3 player, then you don't know basketball. Does he defend great? No, but like, he scores you 9 million points a season, so like, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter to me. So yeah, Lakers are going to be absolutely fine when it comes to that aspect. Apparently, Key was at every single pre-draft interview this cycle. I read that too, Knife Dog. Yeah. He's a major factor in the organization. He was in the war room when we drafted Darren. Like, I think he's a big factor. So, whatever we need to do, lock him up long term, 5 years preferably, we do it. So, I seen somewhere online prediction for Jazz is 11th to 12th place in the West. I think that again, like low end, that's not unreasonable. I'm sure once the schedule comes out and everything, we can look at once free agency and everything's finishes out, like October, September, middle of September, once the schedule and everything's out, then we can really look and see what, like, the Vegas betting odds and stuff are, what they have us at over under. But I would think anywhere from like 12 to 6 is where we should be at this point. Any Jazz fan that's gonna be like, yo, dude, we should be fucking 3, 4, 5. You can believe it. But I'm gonna be as realistic as I like to be here. I don't, because you have to look at those teams there. Like, we're not better in OKC, not better in San Antonio. I don't think we're better than the Lakers next year now. Houston, they got Marcus Smart and Tari Eason re-signed. Like, I don't think we're better than Houston next year now. Minnesota, I think Minnesota's going to be better than us now. That's 5. So at that point, you want to get reasonable and be like, all right, where are we going to sit? Like, Portland? Portland's probably on our level now. So, again, if you want to argue higher than 6, you can talk to a brick wall, I guess. But I realistically think it's 6 to 10 is probably where we're going to be. But who knows? It's also, again, as I said, it's 1:32 in the morning on July 3rd. So, I don't know. The Lakers had Zubac and paid so much for Kessler, front office move. Yeah, fucking, what are we doing? Like, and what did they trade him to the Clippers for? It was so dumb, too. It was just like a salary dump, too, wasn't it? I remember him talking about it in an interview. He's like, it was so crazy. He was like in Philly or something, and he's like, yeah, they told me I was getting traded, and I was like, where to? And they're like, the Clippers, and I was like, I don't have to move anywhere. So, yeah, I don't remember what it was. It was like a second rounder. Like, I'm gonna look dumb. It was years ago, but yeah, fucking, they spent way more, they gave up way more for Kessler than they got for Zubac, and Zubac at that time was better than Kessler is now, I think. So this is funny. Boston is worse than Mississippi. Yes, dude. I'm glad you agree. You decide. Yeah. It makes Utah look like the friendliest place in America, respectfully. Yeah, see, I've also never been to Boston. I have a buddy who went on his LDS mission, to my non-Mormons, but I assume we're in Utah mode. He went on his mission to Boston, so I could ask him and be like, yo, dude, bro, what was it like? But yeah, I've heard bad stories about Boston, especially from like back in the 80s and the 70s and the 90s and kind of shit. So like, it's just funny that Utah has the MO of being like the racist people. I said it in a stream a couple weeks ago. I don't think Utah's like, other than that one fuckhead that was yelling shit at Russell Westbrook, and like, there's some outliers for sure, but I think in general, it's just like a bunch of white people that are not around any other colored people. So it's like question. It's like, it's not like racism. It's like, it's more like confusion. It's like dumb. It's like it comes across like racist. It's like a kid. You know, like when you have a deformity and a kid, like you're in the grocery store. I don't know if anybody here has a deformity. I don't. But like red hair maybe. Like, and a kid is just like, fucking, the fuck is wrong with that guy? Like, it's kind of like that kind of energy. It's not like racism. It's like innocent, like, fucking, I think that's kind of what it is. Also, there's going to be racist fuckheads everywhere, so that does not exclude. But I think that's more so what it is people perceive, like, everybody in Utah as being super racist. It's just like, they don't know. You know what I mean? Like, they're not around anything like that, so I think that's just kind of what it is. The same way, like, if you send me to China, bro, they're going to be touching my hair, like, long red hair. What is going on? So I just think it's something like that. It's out of innocence, I hope. But the world we live in, I don't know, man. I do not know. So I just hope that that's not a factor for Utah anymore. What should I do with my Walker Kessler jersey? Spencer, no, brother. Also, I'm super delayed to these. If you're asleep by now, Spencer, I appreciate you, or whoever it is. Yeah, I don't know what to do with your Kessler jersey. It depends on what color it is. That's a big factor, Spencer. Which Kessler jersey is it? If it's any of the mountain one, you keep it. If it's the black highlighter one, maybe keep it. If it's the white or the yellow one, burn it. Fucking gone. You don't need it. Do not need that shit. You can go give it to the DI, dude. Send it to the Deseret Industries, bro. Lakers don't care about picks. I don't think they do as much as any other team, obviously. They're the Lake Show. They're in LA. I think if any team can go with only having one swap over the next 7 years, it's the Lakers. So I wouldn't be too worried if I was a Lakers fan, but like a little bit. If Walker Kessler can't stay healthy, and you have to slide Billy to the 5 in any situation, you're gonna not be in great shape. So that's my suggestion to Lakers fans. Don't, like, if healthy and everything works out well, Kessler might work out well for you. But if he's not, if there's anything, Kessler could miss a free throw in clutch time in a garbage regular season game that doesn't fucking matter. Lakers fans are gonna hate him. Oh my god. What the fuck is wrong with you, Walker? We're trying to make the playoffs here. We're trying to get Luka a ring. Like, so I think he's gonna struggle in that essence. So if you're a Lakers fan and you're like really hoping for him to like dominate, be really, really good, lower your standards. Okay, this is not. This guy, as of right now, I'm not talking about ceiling, what he could be in a couple years. Right now, Kessler's closer to DeAndre Ayton than he is to fucking Pau Gasol. So be comfortable with that, okay? He could be Shaq, I don't know, but don't go into this thing we're fucking dominating here. Sorry, I'm LA fan, not Utah. Oh, it's okay, Ashine. It's okay. You speak for LA. It's okay. Yeah. Walker Kessler. Fucking every time I scroll, it goes all the way down. Walker Kessler jersey, donate to charity. Yeah, DI's getting that shit, bro. Utah never missed the play-in playoffs with Carl. Yeah, but like, I don't want to make this like a generations debate. This is the 90s we're talking about, dude. The West in the 90s, if we're being specific. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't. This isn't LeBron making 10 in a row or 9 in a row. Like, that's not what we're talking about here. This is Michael Jordan making, or Karl Malone making playoffs. Like, that's not a crazy thing to me. I don't love your argument there, Brian. But also, I also fucking hate Karl Malone. I have said that forever. I mean, you can go back to one of my streams. I gave a specific story that I'm not going to say again, but like fucking, I don't like that guy. Yeah. But I do like Utah roster. Hell yeah, Shine or Shine, whatever. I appreciate it. I think I do have a good roster, I believe. Brook Lopez won a championship in his prime. You're correct. You are correct, he did. But who else was on that team? So, I love Luka, but like, I think Luka can be Giannis, but I just don't know if the supporting cast can end up being as good as that Milwaukee team. Frankly, I just... But also, I wouldn't say that was his prime either, frankly. So, like, you have an argument on that end if you want, but would you rather have that team with the assets they have or the Luka team now with... So, you can debate that amongst yourselves, but I don't think that's super duper comparable that you're like, that I can compare Walker Kessler to Brook Lopez, and you're like, well, Brook Lopez won a championship in his prime. Fucking... I'm also saying that, like, Walker in his prime is Brook Lopez. So you're hoping that if he hits his ceiling, that in his prime, you can win a championship in LA. If that's your best outcome for giving up your assets, then like, I would hope you're rooting for more than that for what you gave up and the contract you're paying for the next 4 years. I would hope that you're hoping for more than one championship in LA. That's my thought. I don't know. Like, it'd be like if we got LeBron in his prime. Like, I'd be like, fucking, we're winning 2 or 3 rings. Like, I wouldn't be like, we're getting 1. You're LA with this squad of 3 guys. You should hope that you're getting at least 1 in the next 7 years. I don't know. You better hope. Let's see. Celtics think Derek White is better than Jaylen Brown. Where do you fall on the true hooper versus calculator rat spectrum? I like to be analytical in a sense. I like to look at the numbers and let it factor into my opinion. But realistically, I'm an eye test guy. I've always been an eye test guy. That's why I've always been big on like Benedict Mathurin. I still think he's going to end up having a better career than he's shown. Markkanen, that's again why I was always big on Markkanen. I was fucking at Arizona. I was like, this 7-footer shooting threes at the college level. Like, what are we? So, but I'm a big eye test guy, really. I think when it comes to drafting, you can go back to my last stuff or last month or so. Draft picks, I think analytics comes into play a little more. But I'm more of an eye test guy. And if you put Jaylen Brown and Derek White on the floor, give them a basketball, and say, who's the better player? I don't think it's fucking close. It's Jaylen Brown by a mile. Derek White provides really awesome stuff for your team, analytically, all around. But, like if you want to argue, like, who would you rather have based on their contract right now and their age and everything, like, sure, maybe we can have that combo. But, like, who's the better player? Not what? What do you mean? What do you mean? Who's better looking, me or Kylie Jenner? Let me know, guys. Fucking get back. If you think it's me, please. Like, I don't know. I don't know, dude. We let him walk. Yeah, we did. We let him walk, brother, and we got assets in return. Derek White was better than Brown in practice. I love this for Boston. Really, you decide? I don't like it, bro. I mean, I saw a tweet earlier. They're thinking that Peyton Pritchard can have a Jalen Brunson type leap. So, weird thing to bank on, but no, I don't. I don't love this for Boston. If they got more assets, I would have loved it for Boston. Like, if your idea is like to get off his contract and like build around Jason and get a center around him and Mitch Robinson and like roll with that going forward, I get that. But like, you got 2 firsts from Philadelphia and one of them's a swap. What are we doing, dude? For JB. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't love this for Boston at all. Actually, as I said, I think it's the second worst trade in NBA history, at least in the modern era. Imagine if LeBron joins the Sixers. Their starter would be LeBron, Jaylen Brown, Maxey, VJ, and Embiid. Do you think they're the favorite in the East and potentially can win it all? I think it's a hell of a lineup. I don't think that's how it would start. I mean, obviously, yeah. Yeah, I don't think that's what it would be, the starting lineup. I think it'd be awesome to have, obviously, LeBron or one of them off the bench. But obviously, in this situation, you'd be starting Maxey at the 1, VJ at the 2, Jalen at the 3, Braun at the 4, and Embiid at the 5. You can't bet on that. Health-wise. You can't bet on a 41-year-old LeBron being your starting power forward in the East. Good luck against Giannis or Bam. Good luck against Karl Anthony Towns in certain matchups. Like, it's Evan Mobley. Like, I don't think Braun as your starting power forward would work. And then, again, you're relying on Embiid's health. So he has, like, if you're playing Braun at the 4, Embiid has to be in the fucking game. But you can't supplement and put in like Andre Drummond. Like, it's not gonna work out. So I like him being on the team if you're like wanting to like win chips and dominate, be good in the East, but I don't like that as a starting lineup by no means. The Pelinka regime has been pretty bad at drafting. Fucking horrible, dude. Oh my god. Jalen Hood Shafino didn't work out well for you. Doesn't matter. Knife Dog, yeah, but like I said earlier, there is a new office, and we are already seeing the fingerprints of that office, and we are happy. Yeah, people forget the new ownership of the Lakers is the same team that owns the Dodgers. Now, I'll be very specific here. I'm an LA Dodgers fan, so all you LA fans that are in the chat, don't get mad at me. We're kind of the same people, okay? I'm one of you. I just live in the mountains, okay? So it's the same ownership group, guys. So the same people that got Shohei for $700 million, got Kyle Tucker for fucking 200 or whatever it was, Mookie for whatever he's at. That's the same ownership group. So I'm not worried about the whole like, are we gonna go into the second apron with the Lakers? They're gonna be fine in that aspect. Like, whatever they gotta spend to win, they're gonna do it. Don't think that the Lakers are like still the buses and they're just like, we're gonna ride this out and hope that we have one star that's gonna carry us to the promised land. No. Bro, they're gonna be like, money. They're gonna be buying everybody and anybody. Like, if you think they're making money off the LA Dodgers, what the fuck do you think you can do with the Lakers if they can like be really good with the Lakers? So I don't know that. Maybe the Dodgers are a bigger brand. They're probably pretty close. They're pretty even. Holy scrolling, dude. Here we go. 90s in the West was crazy. Sixers, Jazz, but like I always say this about the Jazz. I love to be a homer here. Our third best player was Hornacek, and our fourth best player was Ostertag. So like, as much as I'm like, yeah, the 90s was like tough. If Ostertag was your fourth best player, how far would you go in the modern era? Or even when Shaq was like really in his prime in the early 2000s. You know what I mean? So it's like, I do agree that the 90s probably, and even I to a degree, overlooked the 90s more than it's deserved. But like if you want to argue offensively, you can, but the defensive shit is insane. If you want to say that defense was harder in the 90s, you can have like fucking, I will remove my picture here and this purple brick wall behind me, you can argue with that. Like, I've watched enough of just finals and playoff alone. I feel like I don't need to watch regular season games of the 90s because like playoffs should be more competitive, right? Like, if you're not very competitive defensively, you know, in the playoffs, but, and also there was the rule in the 90s where it's like you couldn't, I forget what the fucking rule was. It's always argued when people are talking about like LeBron being the greatest. Like you can, I forget the term, but some kind of like defensive scheme you couldn't do or wasn't allowed until like the mid '90s. So like, I don't know, and also, like, we're not gonna make this a Jordan debate. Like Jordan was amazing, but like, who's the best shooting guards in the '90s? At least in the West, we can get the West, but like, so I'm not saying like, but it's also generational. I think with the NBA, with everything, with every sport, it gets harder and harder every generation you go. Frankly, like I think like, let's see, he was in his prime when he won. He was past his prime when he won with Giannis. Yeah, that's what I agree with. Hakeem Olajuwon, Dave Robinson, Gary Payton, Sean Kemp, Charles Barkley, and later Kevin Garnett. It was one of the toughest. I agree with you on the level of names, but like obviously Hakeem, but Hakeem like the moment like homeboy wasn't the thing. Like I don't know. Again, I'm not disagreeing with you. You decide that the West wasn't like tough in the '90s. It was for sure tough in the '90s, but I just think generationally. And again, I'm a young 27-year-old. I was born in '99, so like fucking, I'm gonna be super biased here. I think if you take most of those players and put them in the mid 2010s, I don't know how well they would be. How well they would. Like, I love Sean Kemp. I think Sean Kemp's a stud. But like, you know, Sean Kemp and Gary Payton are great players, but the rest of the team wasn't that amazing. David Robinson was a stud, but he was also injury prone towards the end of it. Charles Barkley was phenomenal, but like fucking, they never built anybody around him. So like the teams that he was on, like he was a good player. He'd drop you how many points a game, how many rebounds a game, but like he had to carry his teams. So it's just like, I agree with the individual names. Like those players specifically in the '90s were really good, but like the core teams of them were like, again, who was the best Western team in the '90s? 91 Lakers, 98 Jazz, 95 Houston. Like, which one of those teams do you think was the toughest team? And do they match up with, you know, the best team of the 2020s or 2010s or the 2000s? Like, I just don't know. But I also think, like, you do that with any other generation. Like, I think the best team in the 90s fucking smokes every team before them. So, I don't want to be biased. Like, I'm also in the camp where I'm pro LeBron. I think LeBron's the best. But if Victor Wembanyama or Luka or if one of these other guys clearly passes them, I'm not going to be like, fucking, but they didn't play in the 2020s. Like, I'm not going to be that guy. I'm fluid. I'm open. So, like, but just as my point goes on, I'm not disagreeing that the West wasn't tough. I just don't. But also, there's going to be homers here that disagree with me. I'm sorry. It's NBA. It's the sports, dude. We're going to have differing opinions. I could be wrong about everything. I don't know. Holy frick, dude. I scroll, it all goes down. I have to go back up. If LeBron joins the Sixers, which I have thought about, that team would have everything you need to win a championship. They're definitely the favorite in the East. I think they would for sure be the favorite, but I don't think they're as powerful as you're describing them to be. We, Los Angeles, let Zubac walk. This is during our power struggle between Magic Johnson and Fleeka. Okay, that's what it was. Yeah. So that... Was it walk? No, it was a trade, was it not? Or no, was it waived? Is that what it was? Did they waive him at the trade deadline? Lakers trade of... I should have just Googled this earlier. I'll be specific here. Oh, God. What a decision, dude. Ivica Zubac and Michael Beasley for Mike Muscala? Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's fucking horrible pick for you guys. I'm sorry, Lakers fans. I'm glad that's fucking 7 years behind you, dude. Brutal. I was being sarcastic on Boston. Were you? You decide? Or aren't you from Boston? I remember you saying you might be from there. From my understanding, dude, is like, I hear a lot of shit from like all the white boys in TD Garden being crazy sometimes. But again, I read headlines more than I read articles probably sometimes. So I don't... At least I'm honest. You know, at least I own to it. I see the Spurs winning it all next season. They have some dogs. Yeah, with Tobias Harris, and like, again, I don't want to pretend like Tobias Harris is the second coming of Jesus Christ. I don't, but I think he provides a lot of veteran leadership and a lot of like IQ stuff that Chris Paul provided for them a few years ago. So, I like it. I like it a lot for him. You live in the mountains and root for the Dodgers. I was born and raised in NYC, and I'm a Jazz fan. Funny how fandom doesn't need your zip code's approval. Nope, not at all. I am always going to be pro Utah everything when it comes to pro sports. So obviously Jazz, Mammoth. In fact, I should get to the Mammoth shit. We're already an hour and 15 in, but fucking who cares? I'll get to the Mammoth stuff towards the end. That way people that are watching here for only Jazz stuff, whatever. But yeah, I'll strictly be Jazz and Mammoth. But fucking, I keep wearing my undershirt, dude. Eagles, bro. I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan. And that doesn't make any sense, dude. So fucking, like, when I see the Sixers or like the Flyers or the Phillies, or like when I see them win and do stuff, I kind of feel like a little bit of a win for me, because I'm like one of them, because like I'm a Eagles fan, so like I feel a little bit. So I feel the same way with like Dodgers. So it is funny to me that, like, I'm so anti-Lakers. Like when the Rams getting Myles Garrett and shit, I'm like, fuck it, if it's not the Eagles, dude, go Rams, I guess. Actually, I'm a Bengals fan if it's not the Eagles, but like, I'm like not anti-LA, but for some reason it's the Lakers. I'm just like, oh, Kobe Bryant beating us in the fucking Western Finals. Oh, like, there's something about it. But yeah, it is funny that you're a New York guy rooting for the Jazz. I don't know. Probably because the Nets weren't really fun to watch, and they probably weren't in Brooklyn at the time. And the Knicks have sucked your whole life, I imagine. So, let's go. Spurs not winning with 1 star. I mean, you think they have 1 star? I mean, I think they for sure have 3. Solid argument that they have 4. So I don't... And I think Victor himself counts for 5, so I definitely don't think they have 1 star in San Antonio. Dylan Harper is going to be the 5th best player in the league in 2 years. Ooh, Knife Dog. If that's the case, what is Darren Peterson? Let me know, Knife Dog, because I'm higher on Darren Peterson right now than I am on Dylan Harper, and Dylan Harper should have been starting in the NBA Finals as a rookie, so... Let me know, brother. Let me know. Let's see. Clyde Drexler, Mitch Richmond, Jeff Hornacek. Yeah, dude. Threats. Absolute threats. You're just telling me. I mean, Clyde. I'm not gonna shit on Clyde the Glide, but like, aside from him, you're saying the other best shooting guards in the West were Mitch Richmond and Jeff Hornacek? You know what I mean? So like, the 2010s alone had James Harden, Dwayne Wade, fucking, like, you know what I mean? So, Kobe Bryant, like, I don't know. So, I'm not saying the 90s weren't sick, dude. I'm just, my argument is generational, man. Who's, like, I bet in 2060, the players in 2060 are going to be able to have, like, fucking 68-inch verticals and, like, 75 spin around windmills. Like, I don't fucking know, dude. That didn't make any sense. But you know what I mean? Random terms. So, the same way again. Like, it was mailman and plumbers in the 60s. It was coke addicts in the 80s. Like, you know. But also, maybe in the 90s, if they had, like, the shoes that we're wearing now, maybe they'd be bouncing better. I don't know. And that pisses me off more than the Spurs being gifted Wemby. So, Knife Dog, you think they're going to have 2 top 5 players in Wemby and Harper, huh? That's crazy. Harper's not going to be top 5 player. You guys are drunk or something. Yeah, I don't, yeah. I'm not saying you're drunk, Knife Dog. I'm just saying you might be a little intoxicated off something, brother. Yeah, I don't... He's not top. I don't think he'll... I hate to say, like, hard fact, I don't think he'll ever be anything, because, like, anything can happen. But I wouldn't bet on Dylan Harper ever being a top 5 player in the league. But again, like Darren Peterson is basically the same measurements. If I remember looking it up a couple weeks ago, they're like basically the same measurements. But Darren Peterson's better right now than Dylan was at this time last year. So obviously he's not on a Spurs team where he can like dominate and shows everything. But I don't know. I still think I take Darren over him. And if that's the case, and I am not sure if Darren is even going to be a top 5 player ever, then I obviously don't believe Harper will be. So. I'm super skeptical with all the Lakers are cooking. They have 45% of their cap tied to yeah, that's what I said earlier, dude. 45 between those 2 guys, and then however much Luke is making. I just don't love it. Really gonna try to scroll here, boy. Sorry. Braun not going to cause Donovan Mitchell, not going to because Donovan a hater and Miami just got Westbrook. Did they just get Westbrook? I didn't even see that. Did they just get Westbrook? Did I miss that shit? I don't know. I'll have to read into that. And he's a hater, so that's canceled. So Philly is definitely more likely. Oh. I mean, I think any team's likely with LeBron right now, considering he said that money is not an option. That he's willing to sign the vet minimum at anywhere. Like, here's my suggestion. I've been thinking about this for months, and somebody actually brought it up on KSL Radio the other day, and I was like, fucking, I had that thought. What if LeBron signs a 10-day with every team throughout the season, right? And just, like, experiences it. Like, gets every fan base gets to buy a LeBron jersey. Like, get a LeBron Jazz jersey. Like, that's everything, right? And then towards the end of the season, once you have to, like, decide which team you get to choose on or get to play on before the playoffs start, he chooses whichever of those teams that he's played on that he thinks he fits the best with and has the best chance to win a championship, and then goes to the playoffs with that team. Is that me being a LeBron homer? For sure. But if the Jazz aren't winning it next year, I want that to happen. That's the parody I want. So I just think it'd be funny. A little 10-day, every fan base gets a LeBron jersey. Like, the ticket sales would be insane. The League Pass. I'd buy a League Pass just for that. Just to see. Can't wait to watch LeBron play for the Pelicans tonight. Like, it'd be so fun. I don't know. It's just an idea. It's like the best retirement tour of any retirement tour. Darren Peterson will be the best player in the league in 1 year. I love you, Knife Dog. That's the greatest comment I've ever read. That's the nicest. It's not even a compliment to me. That's the nicest thing I've ever heard. Thank you, Knife Dog. Darren Peterson will be the best player in the league in 1 year. Oh, he won't, but that'd be so sick. Imagine. Youngest MVP ever. Fucking 19-year-old Darren Peterson. Yeah, how old was... Derrick Rose was what, 21? Right? I want to say he was 21. 22, okay. Fucking 22 and a half, almost 23. So, 19-year-old Darren Peterson MVP next year. Watch out. It's gonna happen, boys. Fuck. Who else for sure a star on the Spurs? Do you not watch the Spurs play basketball? Who else is for... Harper. Castle. Fox right now is a star. Like, Fox is a how many time All-Star? 1, 2, 3? Something like that? If you don't think there's other stars than Victor on that squad, like... I'm not gonna agree with you, so let's not have this conversation, dude. Let's not. Knife Dog, you trolling. DP best in the league in 1 year? Yeah, you decide. Come on, brother. You decide. I think it was you that was here on draft night when I was screaming my ass off, bro. He's best in the league now. Not even in a year, but now. I'm kidding, dude. I'm fucking joking. Harper had 2 good games in the finals. I haven't seen him drop more than 35 one time this season. He was also a rookie. And arguably was the best guard on the team in the finals. Like, if you want to make the argument that he's not a star in this very second in time at 1:59 a.m., if you think he's not a star now, then, like, maybe we can have that debate. But if you don't think Dylan Harper at some point is going to be a star in this league, unless injuries, everything, I disagree, dude. I disagree. Wishful thinking, Wemby's still a problem. Yeah, Wemby's still a problem, dude. Absolute problem. Oh, but I got through all the comments, dude, so we're going to try to wrap it up here, because we're almost at an hour and a half, and I was planning on streaming for 30 minutes, because I still need to shower and ship it. At this point, I probably won't, so, oh well. But I do need to go change my laundry out, so I do need to do that. Yeah, we'll just quickly cover NBA stuff, or the Jazz stuff here. They did the NBA Cup, but this was before the Walker situation, and I was like, dude, we can win West A. No, I don't think so, but we're in with the Nuggets, the Rockets, the Suns, the Mavericks, and us. So, again, with Kessler and everything, I'm like, we can beat the Mavs, we can beat the Suns, we could probably beat the Rockets, and then the Nuggets are like a hot toss-up. Yeah, I don't see us winning that group anymore. So, for anybody that was hoping for us to win an NBA Cup, I don't think that's going to happen. But Harper will never be better than Tony Parker. All right, Prince White. All right, brother. I wish this was like a legitimate comment, like on Twitter or something that I can like bookmark so I can come back to it in like a year or 2 or 5 or whatever. But like, keep believing that, brother. Keep believing that. There's a reason he went number 2 in a fucking phenomenal draft, and he still would. If they did a redraft now, he'd still go number 2. So there's a reason. Spencer, you're still here, brother. I appreciate you. It's fucking 2 a.m. Go to bed, dude. Jazz Cup winners 2029. Yeah, that'll be it. It'll be that year, dude. Obviously all these more pictures, dude. A week ago. New license plate, dude. I need to get it. I don't know how. Fucking amazing license plate. I need to get it. So, if anybody knows the details on how I get this, let me know. I'm sure again I can like. Oh, I have to go to the DMV. I don't know. I'll figure it out one of these days. I'm sure. Interview with Coach Woj. We're not gonna listen to that because I'm trying to wrap it up here. Darren signed. We can watch these clips, dude. These clips are fucking sick. I sent this picture to my dad, dude. I'm like, if you would have shown me this picture 2 years ago, 2 summers ago, oh my god, bro. I don't know how I would have reacted. Ace Bailey and Darren Peterson both in Jazz jerseys, dude. Like, it's remarkable. It's a dream that we live, man. Have to wake up in 2 more hours. Have a great day on purpose. You too, you decide. Have a good night, brother. I appreciate you. Thanks for jumping in. Yeah, dude. Pictures look great. Obviously, jumper's great. Ace is amazing. This is a cool little clip. 3 of them just dunking and laying it up. This was sick, dude. This catch and throwback by Ace. Ooh. Filthy, bro. Absolutely filthy. But also, it's highlights, dude. It's summer league. It's the same thing that the NFL teams do during training camp. They're like, fucking look at this amazing catch. So like, it may not translate, but as of right now, good highlights there. Anything else, dude? Is that it? We already heard that. It's just a splashed up clip. Darren went out and did some community stuff the other day. This was cool. Got him out there. I mean, it doesn't look like he's hating his time in Utah, guys. You can disagree with me if you want, but it looks like he's having a good time. Yeah. In fact, they're all wearing Darren jerseys, so like we're going all out, dude. We're giving free Darren jerseys to everybody. I know it's all the kids. That's how it was at the airport. That's how it was here, but like, Ryan, bro, send one my way, dude. I'll buy it. In fact, I won't, because I want the white one. Once the white ones are available, dude, let me know. Let me know like a week before they're available, so I can like get one. I don't want to go wait in line. Yeah, dude, Darren is in the community doing his stuff, so good to see. Clearly doesn't hate it. Here's the Keontae coaching of it all, I think.
Stance, Ace. Head! Get a hand up.
You gonna turn your head deep, you just go back up.
So, it's Keontae calling a play, dude.
Good job. Yeah, Key! Yeah, Key!
And then his play worked.
Yeah! Good job. Oh, you're really not gonna be able to talk to him now.
Jaren's there, dude. That's good. He's hanging out with the boys.
For my hand. I need ice for my hand.
Me too. But we good though.
Very nice, dude. Coach Woj, Coach Key. You love it. Also, we can play this game, dude. 2 questions on Coach Wojo, because I was talking to Caden about it earlier in a group chat. Without Googling it for fun, guys, while we're in chat, let me know. A, what college did Coach Woj play at? And then, what college did he coach at? He coached at 2 places, but I'm looking for where was he the head coach at? What college was he the head coach at? And what college did he go play for? That's the question of the night, dude. Let me know in the live chat. But yeah, dude. Shout out Coach Woj. I think he's a stud. Really good coach. I don't know what he is exactly on the staff, but I love him. Great dude. Good for the development of all. But yeah, dude, that's it, dude. We made it through. If there's any other news that I should be talking about here, obviously, we did the Jackson Hayes of it all. Here, speed of Lake Show, yo, dude. Doing horrible things. I don't think there's really anything big that Shams went over that we need to talk about. Obviously, Tobias Harris of it all, Kessler. Oh no, dude. Kelly Oubre in Indiana? The quote-unquote prettiest man in the NBA is going to Indianapolis? Okay, whatever, bro. Here we go. Don't ask me a thing about college anything. I'm sorry, Spencer. At the end, dude. I'll give you the answer, dude, so you don't have to Google it. But I'll give time for anybody to respond. Because we still have 15 viewers at fucking 2 a.m., so I don't know what's going on here, dude. I don't know what happened. Yeah, this is it, dude. Nothing crazy. DeAnthony Melton's back in Golden State, I guess. That's fine. The Lakers went on spree, dude. The Lakers are like, we're going to give up all our assets and we're going to rebuild the 2023 Utah Jazz. Colin Sexton, Walker Kessler, get over here, brothers. Kelly Olynyk's available. You want him too, the Lakers? Like, come on. So funny. Quentin Grimes, that's a guy that we wanted in the Donovan trade with New York, but we couldn't get, so it's funny that he's over there. And then Mamukelashvili, dude. Sandro Mamukelashvili. Where's he from, dude? I'm going to guess Georgia, just off his name. he's got to be from Georgia, right? Where is Sandro Mamukelishvili from? Please be Georgia so I look cool. Georgia, let's go, dude. Tell me you don't watch UFC. Tell me you don't watch UFC, dude. The Villies are always from Georgia, dude. Always. That's so funny, dude. He was born in New York, but he grew up in... So he's Georgian, dude. That's so funny, dude. Can you guys give me credit on that? That's yeah, exactly. Insane poll. That's fucking nuts. That's an insane poll. Shout out Mamukelishvili. That's just proof that I have autism, guys. Like, that is the most, like, specific... Like, why the fuck would you know that? That if their last name ends with Vili, that they're most likely from Georgia. That's crazy. But yeah, I'll answer for you, Spencer, at this point. Coach Woj went to the University of Duke. Went to Duke. Was elite assistant under Krzyzewski from 99 to 2014. And then he became the head coach of Marquette. That was the answer. That was the answer you're looking for. And then if you want to play a fun game, who's the most famous player that ever came from Marquette? Play that game while we continue to talk here. But yeah, dude, shout out Sandro Mamukelishvili. I love my life, dude. That was so fun. I'll definitely be posting that highlight somewhere, dude. Fucking funny. Yeah, dude, that's it. Nothing other from Shams that's really worth, or Shams. I say Shams. Fucking, I don't care. I should look into it. I don't know, dude. Nothing else new, dude. Nothing else. Obviously, there's a lot of signings. Like, Mo Wagner going to the Nets makes me sad. Like, he's leaving his brother. Kind of sad, but... Dwayne Wade, D-Wade, I think. Correct, Spencer. Correct. Dwayne Wade is... Maybe there's some other guy that I don't know about, but Dwayne Wade is the most popular guy. Oh, Prince White, here we go. Tony Parker, Hall of Fame, 6-time All-Star, 4-time NBA champ, 4-time All-NBA, 2001, 2002 All-Rookie, 2006, 2007 Finals MVP. There's no way Dylan Harper can reach this man's accolades. We weren't talking about accolades. We're talking about level of player. I think Dylan Harper in his prime, whenever he gets there, whatever that is, all healthy, that version of him, based off of 1 year that we've seen, I think is better than prime Tony Parker in a one-on-one basketball game, in a, I'm a general manager, I need one guy to be the 10th man on my team, number one man on my team. I think Dylan Harper in his prime would be a better basketball player. That's kind of like saying... Like, is Jaylen Brown a better basketball player than Charles Barkley? You know what I mean? And I know I had this conversation earlier and I kind of contradicting myself. Is prime Charles Barkley a better basketball player than prime Jaylen Brown? Probably. Probably is. So, I just don't, not to like flip your little Uno reverse card on you here, guy, but I just don't think, like, accolades for sure, but he also was on the fucking Spurs dynasty for 20 years and was playing with the greatest power forward of all time, whose nickname was the fucking Big Fundamental. So it's like, if you're going to be any player surrounded by any player, realistically, you want to be a power forward or a point guard. But if you're already a point guard like him, you want to be a power forward. And if you want to be any power forward ever, you want to be Tim Duncan. So, like, it's like, I get it. But the Finals MVP is impressive to me, especially considering who they beat in 06-07. And then, but, like, all rookie teams don't impress me. Like, that's a fun accolade to put on your fucking cabinet at home. Like, it's... I view it similarly the same way I view, like, Clutch Player of the Year. Like, that's cool, man. Congrats. But, like, at what point are you, like, you know, it's like All-Star Game MVP. Like, congrats. That's cool. You won the Kobe Bryant trophy. Like, I don't... But, yeah, the Finals MVP is impressive to me, especially considering Tim Duncan and Manu and everybody were in their prime at that point. So, that one, I will agree with you, is impressive. But, obviously, the 6-time All-Star. But, again, if you're on the best team in the league for half your career, or the best team in the West for half your career at least, and you're the second best player, like, you're probably gonna, you know, it's gonna happen. But I view Tony Parker skill-wise in a similar sense that I view Mike Conley. Like, prime Mike Conley and prime Tony Parker, I think are similar players. If I'm way off on that, if I'm a horrible person, let me know, Spurs fans. I don't know, but I think that's a reasonable, like, look. Now, accolades, again, if we're talking accolades, this is crazy, but also if we're talking accolades, then Robert Horry might be the greatest fucking modern player of all time. So we're not talking accolades, dude. We're talking about skill. We're talking about player. That's always been my argument, whether it's LeBron, Michael Jordan, whether it's fucking Serena versus Venus, whether it's fucking Tom Brady versus Patrick Mahomes. It's skill. That's how I view it. But I love the conversation around Tony Parker. It's fun. But that's it, dude. Mo Wagner leaving his brother. So sad. And then Mike Conley going to the Celtics. That's kind of cool. Mike Conley's coming back. He's the 14th player in NBA history to reach 20 seasons. So good on you, Mike. I appreciate you. When it comes to like players and people that I've met in sports, he's my favorite person that I've ever met. I have a $20 bill that he gave me. Signed over there, a little tip. Yeah, I've met Mike like 4 times probably. It might be more than that. Might be 5. But 2 or 3 of the 4 times I had like long conversations with him. Like one of the times was like 2 weeks after he got traded to us. I was talking to him. I was like, bro, how you liking Utah? And everything. Fucking the best guy. Mike is the best guy. So when you hear anything about like sportsmanship awards and like who's the best locker room or guy, like there's a reason people say Mike Conley. Fucking unbelievable dude. They're like, there's no reason, because for context, I was at a golf course, is where I work. No reason after playing 18 holes, middle of the summer, hot as fuck, that you should talk to this fucking random redheaded kid about basketball for 30 minutes. But he went out of his way to do it. So forever, Mike Conley will be one of my favorite people ever. And for the exact same reasons, I'm not a fan of Darren Williams. We can get into that on a different day. I know there's going to be homers here. Like, I love Darren Williams. Darren Williams has had many opportunities to be nice to me and never has. So until that day changes, I'll keep giving him opportunities. But Mike Conley, fucking great guy. Great guy. NBA horse champion. The only ever NBA horse champion, Mike Conley, dude. So happy for him, dude. I hope he has a good season in Boston. It'd be interesting. They clearly need... I don't know what they need with Jaylen Brown being gone, but they need something. I don't know if Mike Conley at the age of whatever provides it, but yeah. That's it, dude. Shout out Mike Conley. That's all the news. Vucevic going back to Orlando. That's cool, too, but yeah. Nothing crazy. John Collins going to Detroit. That's also kind of funny. I would have liked to have John Collins, but not at the fucking 3-year, $50 million price range. So, whatever. Mark Smart going to Houston, as I said earlier. That's a big deal. But, oh well. That's it. We're going to call it quits, boys. We're almost at 2 hours. Hour and 36. So, we're calling it. I appreciate everybody who's been hanging out. But we will do our nightly shout-outs. Shout out T-Talk. They're the GOATs. Ty Talon. They were not here tonight, but they're also in Texas right now. So, can't imagine they stayed up late for this. But, good guys. T-Talk, Jazz. They're on... Apple Podcast, Spotify, TikTok, Instagram, X. Give them a follow. New episodes every bi-weekly. Streams every other week like that. So, just jazz content. If you liked any of my stuff, T-Talk, they're great dudes. Give them a follow. And then, of course, Jazzman. Spencer's maybe still here, dude. I hope not, dude. I keep telling you to go to bed, dude. Jazzman. Oh, just saw something I'll yell about in a second. Jazzman Podcast. Every weekend. Great dudes. They are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Instagram, TikTok, and X, as always. We here. What do you mean we? Are you together? Are you guys just hanging out on a fucking Thursday night? If not, Spencer's here, and I appreciate that. But yeah, they are available on everything, again. So give them a follow at Jazzman Podcast every weekend. In fact, for some funky reason, because I'm guessing the 4th of July, their new episode looks like it's coming out today at noon. So, no, just me, my bad. New tomorrow. Yep, dude. So, it's normally the weekends, but tomorrow, Jazzman new episode at noon. So, go to the Jazzman at Jazzman Podcast, sub to them. Again, great dudes here. I should have done this for the T-Talk, pulled them up so you can see them. But there's Jake. I skipped through this here. Jake, Javin, who I thought was a redhead, but he's not. It's whatever. And then Spencer. We'll get to Spencer because Spencer's here in the chat. We'll give him an awkward face. There we go. Yeah, dude. There's Spencer, dude. The GOAT. The guy in the chat right there, dude. There's our boy. That's our boy right there. So, shout out Jake, Javin, and Spencer. Again. New sub, dude. Prince White. I appreciate you, Prince White. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Hopefully, clearly I didn't make you that upset with my Dylan Harper take. I thought we were civil. It was a good civil back and forth there. But I appreciate you for subbing, dude. Thank you. I think you're my 110th sub or something. So, shout out, dude. Yeah, Jazzman, give them a follow and everything. They're phenomenal. They upload shorts and stuff throughout the week. So, they're not like me where it's like late night streams only and then nothing throughout the day. They're giving you content throughout the day. So, shout out to them. Give them a follow and everything. Phenomenal. And as I noticed, and as Spencer just said in the chat, 98 subs for the Jazzman. They're 2 away from 100, boys. Can we get them there by tomorrow's episode? Can we get them? If you're watching, the 14 people that are still here, which is fucking amazing. I appreciate you guys for hanging out at this point. Go sub to Spencer. Go sub to Javin. Go sub to Jake. Sub to the Jazzman. I'm subbing right now. Hell yeah, you are, Blake. I appreciate you. You must have been listening this whole time, Blake. Have a good night, dude. Or day for you. I hope you have a good night, dude. Or day. Give him a sub, dude. If Blake's giving him a sub right now, that means they're 1 away from 100, guys. Let's get it done. Whether you're watching it live right now or whether you're watching it back tomorrow. Let's get him to 100. Let's get it done. Let's get T-Talk to 102. In fact, I don't want to just make this Jasmine only. T-Talk to 82. Get T-Talk to 100. Or 85 by tomorrow night. I don't fucking care. Get him as much as you can, boys. Shout out to everybody. Let's go. Let's go, Spencer. Get him there, dude. In fact, let's refresh it, dude. Are they at 99 now? 99! Let's go! 1 away, dude. They're 1 away! Get him there, boys. That's what we want. That was probably the most annoying thing you guys have ever heard ever. I'm so sorry. 99 now. Who else here to sub? Who's going to be the 100th sub? You might as well just do it. Flex on the boys. If you've been watching this whole time not commenting, go sub right now and make your first comment tonight being like, I'm the 100th, and make us go crazy, dude. We'll fucking flip out. We'll flip out if we get to 100. I'll keep refreshing for the next 30 minutes if I have to. I'm too hyped. Come on. Still 99. Come on, guys. Come on. But we did just go from 14 viewers to 10, so it's possible those 4 people are like, I'm gonna go find their channel right now. So let's wait a minute. That might be what happens. And if not, I'll just shout myself out to the lowest viewership we've had all night, which I'm fine with. Fuck, they're still 99. It's okay. We'll just end it here with them on 99, and hopefully, and by hopefully I'm like fucking confident, based on the live people now, the people rewatching this stream tomorrow, and the people that watch their content tomorrow, they're gonna get 1 sub within the next 24 hours. So, shout out, congrats to the Jasmine, dude. Early shout out. Early birthday present, brother. Congrats. But appreciate the shouts as always. Always, Spencer. We'll always give the shouts. I'm not just gonna fucking wrap it up, dude. I got too many supporters not to support them, dude. Blake, if you've got a channel, I'll support you too, brother. I don't care. But yeah, that's it, dude. New episode tomorrow by the Jasmine. Give him a follow. And T-Talk. And then there's a bunch of other jazz creators that I should shout out, but like, I've never interacted with them, frankly. So like, I'm not going to shout them out. I should shout out Wraith. I've interacted with Wraith. Wraith's a good dude. Wraith Hoops. Good dude. Give him a follow. Other than that, dude, all the other jazz people I've not interacted with. Never had an interaction with Hoops Nerd. Fucking Salt City Hoops is a good dude. Jackpotting around, they're great guys, but I never had interactions. But you know what it is, dude. Sub to all the homies specifically, but every other jazz channel, I support it, dude. Let's see. Any real jazz fan will subscribe. My name is my @ dude. At Blake? Your name is at Blake? Do you do jazz content, dude? Let me pull it up, bro. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Many eyes. Do you put out? You got 8 subs? Oh shit, dude. Blake's got shit, dude. 15 years ago. Do you want me? I'm not gonna watch a video from you from 15 years ago. I wouldn't want somebody to watch a video of me from 15 years ago. So we're not gonna do it, Blake. I'm not gonna expose you. No, I just have a little clothing brand. Okay, shit. Shout out, dude. Where's the clothing brand? Where do I fucking advertise it? Aussie caps? Functional Aussie caps. I don't know what the fuck. Like hats, I'm assuming. I don't know if that's slang. But if you got fucking hats, dude. On Insta. Oh, okay, shit, dude. Shit, dude. I don't want to pull up my Instagram so I don't see myself. But I'll shout you out next stream once I have it pulled up. Fucking sick hats or caps from Blake in Australia. Shout out, guys. I don't know if you do like international shipping or anything. It's probably going to cost a lot, but like. I love it, dude. Fucking love it. Shout out to Blake. That's it, dude. Shout out to everybody. We're going way longer than I fucking want to. But yes. Sal G, I'm here for you guys. Let's go! Jazz community till we rise, baby. Let's go, Blake. I appreciate you. Good dude. But yeah, dude. We're 114. We went up 5 subs tonight. Jesus Christ, guys. Fucking sick. I appreciate you guys. To all the people, to Prince, who I know for a fact subbed, I appreciate you. To the other 4 people that anonymously subbed, shout out, dude. I hope you enjoy the content. We do this every night. I'll continue here. Yes. Smash the like button. That goes the longest way for sure. In fact, what are we at? 9 likes, dude. I fucking love you guys. You guys are the best. You're my people, dude. I'm glad that we're building the community here. If I can stream at 2 a.m. and have 10 plus people, that's more than I ever wanted. So I appreciate you guys. I can only imagine what happens if I stream at a normal time. Spencer can agree. I never stream at fucking... Spencer, what would happen if I streamed at 2 p.m., do you think? Just let me know. Is it worth it for me? Fuck. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys. The like goes a long way. Subbing, obviously. Sub, as I said, every night, pretty much, 6 days a week. It's been a rough couple days for me. Again, as I said, throughout the stream, if you go back and watch, my thumbnail app wouldn't work for me last night. and then my internet wouldn't work. Was it 3 nights ago? And then I needed sleep the night before. So like, and if I knew that this was gonna happen, I would have just stayed awake the first night and not streamed. So, but yeah, out of the last like 5-6 days, I haven't streamed on 3 of them. But realistically, it's supposed to be 6 of the 7 days of the week I stream. So, if you like jazz content, if that's what you're supportive of, we talk about that here. It's mainly jazz stuff, but like I also will bring up the Mammoth, like I should bring up right here. Vincent Trocheck, dude. Vincent Trocheck to the Mammoth, dude. I love Sean Dursey, great dude. Kobo Dwan, good dude. 3rd round pick, whatever. Olympic gold medalist Vincent Trocheck and Olympic gold medalist Clayton Keller are both on our team right now, guys. So, Mammoth had a great day. Trying to think what else happened. We signed Anders Lee, dude. Anders Lee's a stud. So, Vincent Trocheck was a captain for the Rangers. Anders Lee was a captain for the Islanders. We just got both the captains from both the New York teams on our team. So, great day for us. Obviously, losing Dursey sucks. Losing Kobo sucked. Vanacek doesn't fucking matter. I could give a shit about Vanacek leaving. Losing Kerfoot to Nashville sucked, but also Nashville's my second favorite team. Nashville was my favorite team before we got a hockey team. So, I'm okay with Kerfoot going there. Who else? Ian Cole went to Chicago. But other than that, like, Mammoth had a good day. It was a good day for the Mammoth. So if you guys are here for any general Utah sports stuff, I hope you guys are happy with the Mammoth situation. But I am trying to stick to mainly jazz stuff here for now. But I do think, as I said the other day, once the seasons kick in, I think I am going to do like a Mammoth stream. I think I'm going to do Mammoth Mondays is what I think of what I'm going to do. So I think I'll do like every Monday, whether it be me doing 2 streams, 1 jazz, 1 Mammoth, or just 1 Mammoth stream. Once the season kicks off, I will be doing a Mammoth stream every Monday. Just to like kind of talk about the week that happened. Not like every game, every situation. Be like, here's this week's wrap up of the Mammoth is what I'll do. Just because I like it. I don't want to talk about only the jazz. But I would talk about the Eagles if I could too, but like fucking nobody. It'd be such a conflicting audience being like Utah Jazz fans, kind of Mammoth fans, like why the fuck are you talking about the Eagles and the Dodgers? Like I'm gonna stick to a certain audience, and Utah feels like the right one here. Mammoth actually putting together a squad. Yeah, they are, dude. Unreal. Mammoth Mondays is a great name. Yeah, dude. Fucking Mammoth Mondays. That's my plan. Yeah, Mammoth are stacked. I don't know if stacked. I don't know hockey like that, but like they're pretty fucking good. I think. I don't like if we. Let's put it this way. We took the Golden Knights to 6, right? That was the number? It was a 5. It was 6, right? We took them to 6? Took them to 5 or 6, and then they went to the Stanley Cup Finals. So, like, and then we got better in the last 48 hours since then, I think. And then if Teacher Ginla can make the roster, which I think he can. I think he's going to do it this year, frankly. So, that replaces the JJ Paterka situation. I know this isn't like a big Mammoth situation right now, but you get it. It's a good day for the Mammoth. Good 24 hours. But yeah. We will be talking about them towards the season once that begins. So if you are here and you're like, I also like Mammoth stuff, look forward to that as well. But I also will be very specific. I'm not going to say I know a lot about basketball, but like coming from a guy that's never played high school basketball or above, I think I know a good amount. So, you know, I will give you that when it comes to jazz stuff and general NBA stuff. I think I'm pretty knowledgeable, but Mammoth, bro, I'm just gonna be like, bro, that guy put the puck in the goal with the stick, dude. Like, that's how I feel. So don't be expecting like hardcore analytics, dude. But I have had back and forth with Nick Olchek. I had a back and forth with him today. So maybe if I can get enough subscribers, I can get Nick Olchek to come on the show and he can do a little explaining for me. I don't know. Get me to enough subscribers to where he'll be incentivized to maybe do it for me. I don't know. But yeah, that's all I got from Mammoth stuff. So. But maybe I'll talk more about it on Twitter if people are interested in that. But it is on my Instagram, so we'll get to that here. I've been rambling here. But yes, sub to the YouTube. Content every day. The Twitter, also linked down below. Or X, whatever you call it. That's linked below. But that is like very specifically jazz stuff. Like you'll see in my bio that I also have like Tuss Up, Eagles, fucking University of Arizona stuff. But you can also scroll and be like, how much of this stuff is not jazz stuff? Like there's a Vincent Trocheck thing, Mammoth based, but like it's pretty much all basketball, jazz. So, if you're, like, afraid of not having jazz-related stuff on a follow, don't worry about that there. Follow me on Twitter. I give out, like, my general thought. At least once a day, I'll try to do something, how I'm feeling about the Jazz or their situation. So, if you're looking for general jazz content, please give me a follow on Twitter. I enjoy it. Like, I have fun tweeting and giving my thoughts, but I just get 0 fucking engagement. It just makes me feel bad. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like that guy asking for likes, but like, if I could get like 1 or 2 likes on one of these tweets every once in a while, maybe feel like somebody maybe appreciates what I thought. So if you do use Twitter, I would appreciate a follow over there. But also I do tweet every time I go live on Twitter. So just turn on the notification bell on Twitter and you'll be notified when I go live, whether it be at 2 p.m. or fucking 1 a.m., whatever it is. Because I do say to turn on the notification bell on YouTube, but YouTube never fucking notifies you. Just never does. So Twitter's the route. And also, if you don't want my replies on Twitter, I think you can turn off replies. So don't worry about that. And you can go through my Twitter specifically and be like, does he tweet enough to where it'd be fucking annoying? Like, I don't think so. So that's my recommendation. If you want to be notified when we go live, do it on Twitter. My TikTok, that's also linked below, but I fucking never use TikTok. I will always hit this home. I never use TikTok, but it's an option for you youngins and people that use TikTok and TikTok only. Like, if you don't use Twitter or anything, you're like, fucking, I hate Elon Musk, and I don't want to, which we can get into that topic on a different day too, but I'm sorry I don't use Blue Sky or True Social. I don't give that much of a fuck, so Twitter's your best option when it comes to that kind of stuff, but if you don't use Twitter, TikTok is an option. I just don't use TikTok ever, so like if you message me or do anything, it may be a while for me to reply, and then also I don't post a lot on there. It's just general stream highlights, so it's an option for you. It's linked below, but I just am saying it's not the best option for communication for me or really any kind of content. And then my Instagram is also linked below. I keep saying it. I'm gonna keep saying it, especially because we got 16 viewers at 2:30 in the morning, and I can only imagine how many people are gonna rewatch this now that we have almost 10 likes. Very specifically, my Instagram that is linked below is not specifically jazz stuff. Like, it is so not. Spencer, you can vouch for me here. It is so not. It's like, Instagram is like me. I would hope like you guys use Instagram the same way to be like, here's pictures of me and updates of me. Like, it's the most me thing. So it's an option for you, linked down below, if you only use Instagram or you think I'm funny and you like doing that kind of stuff. My Instagram is not specifically jazz stuff. It's like, if we're like encompassing jazz and mammoth into one thing, they make up maybe like 15% of my Instagram general stuff. So it's an option for you, but I'm just letting you know it's like not all jazz content. I'm a jazz content creator on everything other than Instagram. Is basically what I'm saying. Instagram, I try to be funny. I use Instagram as kind of like, this is probably like, I don't know. I use Instagram as like a documentary kind of thing, like I imagine like a 3D documentary. Because like when I'm 60 or 70, I think it'll be really fun for my kids and my grandkids to be able to like, and if you look at my Instagram, you kind of see what I mean here. I think it'd be fun for like my 60 or like my 16, 17, 18-year-old grandkids when I'm that age to be able to look back like, what was grandpa like in high school? Like, if I could see a picture of my grandpa or a video footage or like, you know, that kind of stuff of my grandpa, I think it'd be fun. So I just am putting together my Instagram as like a big encompassing thing of me that you can like, you know, what's his opinion on fucking religion or the NBA or fucking, I don't know, I got a bunch of things. So just know it's an option, but like don't expect jazz stuff is what I'm saying. And I'm also say, because I say it every time, and it's gonna make me lose audience. I know, I'm in Utah, it's gonna make people mad. Just be aware when you click on my Instagram, like the highlights are specifically labeled. Like one is labeled religion, for example. One is labeled politics, for like example. Just know, as a white boy in Utah, this is gonna be crazy. I'm left-leaning politically and I'm agnostic religiously, okay? I'm gonna try to not talk about that on anything jazz stuff or sports stuff ever, but just know going forward with that information in mind, going to my Instagram, if you disagree with either of those two things, if you're like super religious or you're like super Republican, don't click on my political or religious. Like, I warned you, is what I'm saying. I've warned everybody. Don't click on it. But as I said, it's an option. If you think I'm funny or if you like any of that kind of stuff, it's an option. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Enough rambling, enough spending 20 minutes on myself, basically, at this point. I appreciate you guys for hanging out. Smash sub, smash like. What should tonight's question of the day be? 2 different comments. The question of the day. Let me know in the comments. Who do you want the Jazz to go after in a trade, now that we don't have Walker Kessler? Whether that be, as I've said, an Evan Mobley or a Jared Allen or a mystery type player. Preferably, obviously, a center, a big man is who I would like you to let me know. But let's see what he say. Oh, I didn't miss it. I missed it, Spencer. Sorry. We are all new hockey fans over here. We seem very good. Yeah. Don't really use the Twitter, honestly, but when I do, you go on. You're a great follow. Let's go, Spencer. I appreciate it, dude. Yeah. But yeah, that's it. We're gonna wrap it up. Oh, what was the comment? Yeah, let me know who you want the Jazz to go after. Preferably a big man. And then The comment word of the day will be... cumulonimbus. Alright? If you were able to type in the comments below the word cumulonimbus, not only will a cow appear on your doorstep tomorrow that produces apple juice, okay? Fucking Dole apple juice. A milk that produces Dole apple juice, or a cow that produces Dole apple juice will be on your front door with a satchel, like a rideable fucking what's the word? Fucking saddle, a saddle with pouches, and in those pouches are green beans, magical green beans that turn into a giant stem of pure gold. So if you type in the comments cumulonimbus, you're gonna get a cow that gives you apple juice for free and gold beans that sprout. It's gonna be amazing. So 100%, no doubt, no scam, 100% will happen. I talked to the Easter Bunny. They said they'll make it happen. So that's my suggestion, dude. That's first get cumulonimbus. First get. How'd you know that was gonna be the word? Did you guess it? I'll have to look back. That's funny if you did. Yeah, dude. Cumulonimbus in the comments if you want those things to happen. And then if not, just like let me know the Walker Kessler trade situation, who we should trade for, whatever. I appreciate you. That was fun. We'll keep doing that. Yeah, dude. Let me change the song. We'll call it quits. Blah blah blah. Have a lovely morning, day, everybody. That's basically it, dude. Blah 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 blah. Like, comment, sub. Get to the Jazzmen to 100 subs by the time I hit end. That's what I demand. In fact, let's do it, dude. And where are they at, dude? Are they at 100? They at 100? Still at 99. Doesn't matter. Jazzmen to 100 by noon tomorrow. Appreciate you guys. Have a lovely night. Mwah! Thanks for watching. So let me hold you.
I've been holding on to all the words that you said. And if I fall down, I get up again. 'Cause I've been holding on to all the words that you said. All the words that you said.
Let's go, Spencer. Have a good night.
Why don't we fall beneath the sun? 'Cause honey, you and I are always on the run. Gonna be loving you, saying, why do we feed the fire when we can breathe the flame? So let me hold you till the end. 'Cause I've been holding on to all the words that you said. And if I fall down, I get up again. 'Cause I've been holding on to all the words that you said. All the words that you said.